Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of Ringo TV Reactions. I'm your host, Ringo, back again with another one. Top of the morning. Appreciate everybody stopping by. What we're talking about is DoorDash keeps violating YouTube's community guidelines for spam, scam, and deceptive content. We got to talk about it. A lot of you that are following the DoorDash saga have noticed a pattern of DoorDash clickbaiting viewers. Now, she recently posted a video titled "Not Paying Rent on Time This Month." Again, shaking my head. That video is 100% in violation of YouTube's community guidelines for spam, scams, and deceptive content, because nothing in her video addresses the title of her video. And she is guilty of this in multiple situations, and it just keeps getting worse. Like, I don't think she realized that, like, her platform is at risk, like literally for termination. And it's something that I don't think she cares about, because you would think that if a person is concerned about their YouTube platform growing, they wouldn't engage in deceptive content. But there's nothing in her video, guys, that talks about rent. There's nothing in her video where she's explaining that she's not paying rent on time this month. There is nothing there. She's deceiving the viewer, tricking the viewers into clicking in order for her to get the watch time hours, because the video is 18 minutes and 37 seconds. So what she's banking on is for viewers that are interested in her, I guess, not paying her rent again, due to the fact that she was begging for people to pay her rent about 3 to 4 weeks ago. She know what she did the last time. So what she's doing is clickbaiting people into watching a video that they assume is her talking about not paying rent on time this month. But if you click on her video, there is nothing in her video about the title. And this is why it's very dangerous to have a video title and you don't deliver what you promise. You know, if I have a video and I'm talking about DoorDash did this and DoorDash did that, I should be talking about what I said in the title. You understand? I should be talking about it. Even if it's alleged information, I should still be delivering what the titles say, because you good people took the time to click on the video. So when you click on the video, I have to deliver on the promise that I made with the title. DoorDash don't do that. You see? DoorDash clickbait people, and it falls under spam, scam, and commercially deceptive content. Now, I'm going to read a couple of things on the side, right? It says, posting misleading titles, known as clickbait, violates YouTube's spam, deceptive practices, and scams policy. You see that? Now, I'm here to tell you, DoorDash is either going to change the title of her video, or she's going to remove the video. You understand? She's very predictable, because she's watching my content closely. Because her title is like, it has her channel at risk of termination. Like, literally. She's literally at the edge Because if the viewers are angry enough, her channel will be gone. Like literally. She's literally playing with fire. Because one thing you don't want to do is disappoint viewers where they click on your video because they were expecting one thing and then you didn't deliver. You didn't give what you said you were going to talk about. The title says not paying rent on time this month. The entire 18 minutes and 37 seconds is her walking around in stores, shopping, buying water, doing some food delivery, and just talking to people. There is nothing in her video, not at one split second, of her talking about paying rent, not paying rent this month, not paying rent again this month, because what she's implying is that she can't pay her rent again this month. So in her title, it speaks of nothing but deception. So all of the people that are clicking on her video expecting her to have something to talk about, she's not talking about it. And that's a problem. So it says posting misleading titles known as clickbait violates YouTube's spam, deceptive practices, and scams policy because it tricks users into believing content is something it is not. This can lead to viewers leaving the video quickly, negatively impacting retention and potentially resulting in penalties such as content removal, channel warnings, or even termination. YouTube is increasingly focusing on enforcing these rules, particularly against misleading content tied to news and current events to improve platform trustworthiness. It goes on and it says, why misleading titles are a problem. Viewer frustration. Viewers who click on misleading titles expect something the video doesn't deliver, leading to disappointment and a poor viewing experience. Now, as a content creator, right? YouTube is not just about you just posting videos, doing whatever you want to do and just whatever. YouTube is running a business where they're banking on the fact that when you upload videos that you have the viewer in mind. Meaning, when you good people show up to YouTube and you take time out of your busy day to come over here, when you click on a video, you're expecting that the video is going to talk about what the title mentions. When the title don't match the content, it disappoints the viewer, the listener, and it makes them leave YouTube. It's no different than walking in a store and you get bad customer service, or nobody's tending to you, or you got a bunch of sales associates just standing around. Nobody's catering to you. Nobody's walking up to you. Nobody's greeting you. You don't even feel welcome. It's like, man, what am I wasting? I'm wasting my time. You asking the sales associates questions about, hey, do you got this in stock? They don't even know what's going on. Excuse me. You know where I can find a plumber's helper in terms of a plunger? They don't even know what aisle it's in. It's like, man, you work in the store and you don't even know what aisle it's in. You hear every day. You should be familiarized with the store. So what happens is when a viewer click on a video that says not paying rent on time this month, again, shaking my head, they're expecting DoDash to talk about her not being able to pay her rent again, which means she's gaslighting the viewers, manipulating the viewers, making the viewers believe that she's in another jam with her rent. So it will force people to click. So what happened is she's going to get your clicks. She's going to hopefully get you to view her video, because I don't sit there viewing her entire video. I have an app that can actually monitor your video, and it could tell me if there's any words in your video that deals with rent. And once I run her video through it, literally there's nothing in her video that talks about it. So I don't even have to look at her video. You know what I mean? All I got to do is just check the app, and the app tells me what I need to know. And that's why I'm able to report on the content very boldly based on the fact that it violates YouTube's guidelines badly. Like, it violates the guidelines. Because what happens is the AI will check the video and the video will have no information. Like, the transcript has nothing about, rent, nothing. So it's in total violation. So now it says that when your title is misleading, it causes viewer frustration. Viewers who click on misleading titles expect something the video doesn't deliver, leading to disappointment and poor viewer experience. This will cause YouTube to lose money, guys. This causes YouTube to have a lot of disappointed viewers, and YouTube don't like that. Negative impact on retention. Misleading content results in viewers quickly exiting the video, which hurts viewer retention and crucial metric for the YouTube algorithm. She don't understand how bad this is affecting. This is why she's losing all her subscribers, guys. She's down to a flat 48,000 subs now. She lost over 2,500 subs last month. It goes on and it says, harm to trust. Misleading content, especially in news or current events, can harm the platform's credibility and make it harder for users to find reliable information. And see, DoDash don't understand that when she clickbait, it affects YouTube as a whole. Because when people come to YouTube, they're expecting that YouTube will have platforms that are trustworthy. So when you're a content creator and you're not reliable, you're not trustworthy, your video titles are misleading, your content doesn't deliver, it just frustrates viewers and listeners, and they don't come back to your platform, and they just unsubscribe, they leave, and they just don't want to deal with you no more. And it hurts you, and it hurts YouTube because the advertisers that are paying them, they get upset because they realize that your video's in violation. People are not watching the ads. People are not looking, or they're not clicking, they're not doing nothing. And so it's like, listen, we can't do business with this particular content creator. And they complain to YouTube. Believe it or not, guys, a lot of you content creators may not know this, but the advertisers that put ads on your videos can complain to YouTube that your content, your titles, does not help with viewer retention or to keep people viewing your content. Because believe it or not, guys, even though you guys come here, you watch the content, I appreciate all of that. You should all know that everything in life is a business. When you watch Netflix, when you watch Amazon Prime movies, Prime films, they have ads that come in. These ads pay the bills. These ads is how Amazon make money, how they keep the lights on. When you watch regular television, commercials come on. This is how everybody eats. You understand? So as a content creator, when you have ads on your video, that helps you to get paid. So when viewers come to the platform and ads play, or if viewers click on an ad, that helps the content creator to grow. It helps them to make money. You know what I'm saying? So when you go to DoDash platform and you are clicking on her videos and ads are coming on, she's able to make money, but she's making it with spam and scams and deceptive practices. That's not ethical. It's wrong because she's not delivering. You know what I mean? It's misleading to people. I mean, it's just not right. And she doesn't even care. She don't care that her platform is at risk. It's like she made two blueprints on how to have YouTube success, but how come she's not following the YouTube guidelines? How come she's not following the community guidelines? This is going to end bad for DoDash, guys. Like, she's literally going to end up losing her channel due to spam, scam, and commercially deceptive content. Like, that video and a lot of her videos is at risk. If you just comb through her platform, like, mostly all her videos is spam, scam, deceptive practices, because she figured, well, the way to get views is to clickbait the people. But that's wrong. You can't keep clickbaiting people. People gonna get upset. And when they get upset, it can be problematic, because the viewers are the ones who help you to get paid. So the last thing you want to do is affect the viewer. If you walk into a clothing store and you're a sales rep, you got to be treating the customers with respect, make them feel welcome in the stores, ask them if they need any help. You're right here to serve. You got to be kind, because you may not understand this, but when that customer walk in that store, that's your paycheck right there. So every time you see a customer in a store, that's your paycheck. And this is why I don't understand when people at work, they get angry at customers and they be like, man, I don't like this place. I'm like, dude, this person is paying your salary. You understand what I mean? So you ought to be grateful when you see a bunch of customers, because that's your check. So treat them kindly so they can have a good experience in the store, so that they come back. And that's the whole idea of YouTube and viewer retention. It's to keep the viewer happy, to make them want to come back, to make them feel like, wow, YouTube is a fun place. I love going there. I like watching Ringo TV. He always have great content. He's entertaining. He's funny at times. It's a lot of educational content. He keep it real with the people. I can count on him to provide quality content that I can trust. But when you go to DoorDash, she's misleading you. She's deceiving you. If she's not scamming you, she's deceiving you with video titles. And I'm pretty sure many of you have been affected by this. I'm pretty sure many of you viewers walked on DoorDash platform, clicked on a video because you expected one thing. You listened to about a good 5, 10, 15 minutes, and then you just left because you realize she lied to you again. And you feel cheated because you gave her clicks, you gave her views. And it's like, man, you helped her to get a paycheck and she didn't even deliver, man. And I know that frustrates you. I know that really frustrates you. And good morning to everybody coming in on the show. Appreciate everybody stopping by. Top of the morning. I wanted to do some quick content to talk about this particular story because, as you know, I'm covering the DoorDash saga and whatnot. And I know a lot of people cannot stand these videos with DoorDash, but guys, you gotta understand that as a content creator, I have a job. And my job is to report on the news regarding current events, news, politics, and various other stories that are in the headlines. A lot of YouTubers are backing away from the DoorDash situation, and that's cool for them. They could go ahead and back away because they were never really assigned to the topic. And that's the difference between me and them. I actually was assigned to do these topics because this is my field. And a lot of times what content creators do is they jump on bandwagons and they start to talk about people, and it wasn't really their call. They weren't called to talk about nobody. It's not their expertise. So over time, people will back away from certain topics because it's not for them. You understand? So it is what it is. Like, I'm going to continue to talk about what is current and what affects people, because spam and scam content, it affects people's lives. It messes with you mentally to know that you clicked on her video and she didn't deliver. Some of you clicked on this video already. Some of you got scammed just by clicking on the video. You know what I mean? With a show of ones, right? Just to see, did anybody click on her video just because you were curious, with a show of ones, and you clicked on her video because you kind of, and this is probably before I did my live. You didn't see my live and you kind of just went to her platform, saw the video, and you clicked on it because you was expecting that she's going to talk about her rent situation, not paying it this month. If anybody clicked on her video, just put a 1 so that we can show the world that, people are affected by this. It doesn't make any sense, man. Clickbaiting people is wrong. It's not cool. And YouTube is very strict about their policies, right? So now it goes on and it says, harm to trust. Misleading content, especially in the news or current event, can harm the platform's credibility and make it harder for users to find reliable information. YouTube's stance and policies prohibited practices. YouTube's policy prohibits using misleading metadata, including titles and thumbnails, to deceive YouTube users about the actual content of a video. And see, this is why when it comes to thumbnails, I'm not interested in AI. AI thumbnails are the worst because people make their thumbnails overly dramatic. They'll put all this fire and they'll put ghouls and goblins and all sorts of weird stuff. And you thinking the content is going to be about what you see on the thumbnail, and it's not. When you get tricked, you know, and it's very misleading, right? It says focused on egregious clickbait. YouTube is increasing its enforcement against egregious instances of clickbait, particularly for content related to news and current events. Enforcement actions. If a video violates the policy, YouTube may remove the content, issue a warning to the channel, send a strike against the channel, or just terminate the channel. And this is basically what DoDash is facing right now. She don't realize it. Her desperation for views has gotten to an all-time low because she just throws titles on her videos, and it's misleading. And my job as a content creator, despite how many people may not like me talking about the DoDash saga, is I am warning people not to view, because you're giving her views, helping her to make money when she's just using you. You know, she's clickbaiting you. You notice my title for the video, guys. My title for my video is DoDash keep violating YouTube's community guidelines for spam, scam, and deceptive practices. That's my video title. I'm delivering on my title. My title is exactly what the content is about. I'm not misleading you. I am telling you exactly what my title is about. DoDash keeps violating YouTube's community guidelines. Which guideline, Ringo? For spam, scam, and deceptive content. So I'm delivering on what the title is about. So anybody that click on this live stream, they're getting the content of what I promised to deliver on. No misleading, no manipulation, no gaslighting, just raw, uncut content. So before you clicked, you had a choice. You could have ignored my video and said, I don't want to hear about DoDash violating any community guidelines. I'm going to go on with my day, Ringo. I appreciate your content, but I'm not really interested in hearing about DoDash violating any community guidelines. Do you see how easy that was for you, the viewer? So when you're shopping on YouTube, it's very easy because the title tells you what you're going to get. So if you're not interested in my videos, you can choose to just go about your business and perhaps come back later if I post content that you're interested in. That way you didn't waste your time. That is how YouTube should work. But what DoDash does is she misleads you in order to get your views. Look, guys, if anybody click on her video is primarily about her walking around in stores, shopping, doing deliveries, talking about her shopping day and this and that. That's all the video was about. At no point in her video did she mention the word rent. She never mentioned paying rent. She never mentioned not paying rent this month again. Never. At no point in the video. So her video is in 100% violation of YouTube's terms of service when it comes to spam, scam, and deceptive content. And if she don't get her act together, I can predict that her channel is not going to be here much longer, because viewers are very, very angry. And the last thing you want to do is upset your viewers, especially viewers that trusted in you at one point, and they see that you're just clickbaiting them every chance you get. They're going to get disappointed, and they're going to be like, look, enough is enough. We're not going to tolerate this kind of abuse no more, because it is abuse. Because when you click on a video, you're helping the content creator to gain clicks and views. they're getting paid and you're getting played, and it's going to frustrate you at some point in time, right? And it's just not cool. You know, every now and then, you know, you might see some content creators, they might do a little clickbait, and it's not as bad as what DoorDash is doing. Like there's some sort of clickbait, and that's like, it's like borderline clickbait. But when you click on the video, the content creator still talks about some of the things that the titles say. So it sounds like it's clickbait. It looks like it's clickbait. It might be borderline clickbait, but they still delivered on the title. What DoorDash is doing is clickbait, 100%. Misleading you to come in. She's basically begging you, come click on my video. I'm going to talk about my rent. Look, guys, I'm not paying rent on time this month. Come in. I got to talk about this. And then when you click, she's not talking about it. That's unfair to you, the listener, because you took time out of your busy day, out of all the videos you could have viewed, and you clicked on hers thinking that she's going to give you good content in good faith and talk about her situation. Even if you want it to be entertained, she knows that. DoorDash know that there's a lot of people that are invested in the fact that she's crashing out. They're invested in the fact that she begged to get her rent paid, and they're banking on she's going to do it again. So what she's doing is setting you all up to be clickbaited into watching her content. You know, that's why it's 18 minutes long, because her watch time hours is going down because people stop watching her videos. Her subscribers are going down. Think about this, guys. If she lost over 2,500 subscribers last month, those 2,500 were responsible for her watch time hours. So if they left, that means they're not viewing the videos no more. So her views go down. You know, there's certain videos that I talk about and I don't get no views, and I get it. I understand why. It means because maybe my viewers are just not interested. You know what I mean? But that doesn't mean that all my viewers are not interested. I understand how YouTube work. I know that some of you viewers of mine don't want to hear about DoorDash. I know that. But you have to understand I still got a job to make content for other viewers that do like my DoorDash content. When I get time, I'll make my other content. For example, I just published a video about the situation with Rampage Jackson and his son, where he pretty much Rampage flipped out on a reporter that was talking about him cutting off his son. Okay, those of you that are interested in the Rampage Raja Jackson saga, there's content for you. You know what I mean? So you have to understand that how YouTube works is it's not about posting the same content for everybody. It's everybody likes different content. Just like when you walk into a restaurant, everybody's not eating the same thing. Some people buying oxtail, some people buying curry goat, some people are buying stew beef. It all depends on what the customer is interested in, you know? So you can't get frustrated if you see DoorDash videos and be like, oh man, I'm tired of this, man. All you do is post DoorDash video. No, you can't be like that. You got to understand the business, right? There's a season for everything. You know, you got some people, they love my Twitch videos. They love this. And I can get heck of a lot of views talking about the Twitch saga, talking about, you know, other topics that may interest people. So there's a lot of topics I could talk about. You know what I mean? So I don't get no views talking about DoorDash. I don't. But what I do get is the satisfaction of knowing that I'm warning people, because I have ethics, I have morals, and I have values. And what I get is the pleasure of knowing that I am literally revealing to good people what her practices are so that they don't get deceived. That is what I get. I don't get no views. I don't make no money from doing no DoorDash videos the way people think. They thinking, oh, you making thousands of dollars talking about DoorDash. There is no money in talking about DoorDash. None. That's why a lot of content creators back away from talking about DoorDash, because they're like, look, I'm beating a dead drum right now. It's like, I'm just wasting my time. You know, she's a scammer. She's a this, she's a that. Let me leave it alone and go about my business. You know what I mean? That's cool. You could do that. but I'm going to stay on course because I don't want her to continue to deceive people and win. I don't want her to do that. I don't like when people scam people and mislead people. So if there's anything you could be learning from this is how not to be like DoorDash. If you're a content creator, don't resort to spamming and scamming and misleading people because it's going to destroy your platform. You know, it's going to hurt your viewer retention. You post to make sure that your viewers trust you. See, my viewers, they trust me. The people that follow my platform, they know that I'm a reliable source for information. So when they come over here, they know I'm not going to waste their time. You know what I mean? I hope everybody's having a blessed day. I hope everybody's driving safe and doing what they got to do. At the same time, I know that my viewers trust and they know that I am a credible source when it comes to information because I don't lie to them. You know, I do not waste my time deceiving my viewers because I understand that my viewers are the ones who support me. Whether they support me via Cash App, Super Chat, or just viewing my videos, clicking the like button. I appreciate all of that because that helps me to take care of my family. So in return, I got to make sure that I am 100% correct, solid with the information, delivery, and everything else because I want to make sure that the platform is safe. It's a platform that's reliable, credible, so that when you come here, you choose Ringo TV because you know we're not going to lie to you like other YouTube platforms that lie all day. There's a lot of clickbait channels. There's a lot of channels that deceive you. And when you click on the videos, you get burned because you wasted your time. And I know a lot of you have done this where you clicked on videos because it was a popular YouTuber or whatever the case is. And you clicked on the video and there was nothing in the video about the subject, man. And it pisses you off. It really pisses you off because it's like, dag, I gave this person the clicks, the views, the watch time, and they're getting paid and I got played. It burns a viewer. I don't want that done. I want when you click on my video, you get the content you came here for. That's it. That's what helps me in business. That's what helps me to gain the trust of the people and have the credibility to talk about the topics. Because once the viewer loses trust in you, it's over. You're done. And I keep telling you content creators that the viewers are the ones who make your channel, not you. You could be as talented as you think you are. You can talk about yourself to kingdom come. It's the viewers who make your platform. So humble yourself and understand the truth. In all the line of work that we do, guys, whatever business that we're in, it's the customer who pays us our salary. So in business, we got to do our job. We got to be fair. We got to humble ourselves. We got to be courteous, kind. We got to do all of that. If you're in fast food, retail, the trucking industry, the food delivery industry, restaurant business, catering, banking, medical, whatever industry you're in, the customer is the ones that pay the bills. The customer. You understand? I remember when I worked in the barbershop when I was a teenager, customers would walk in and I'd be like, hey, you need a cut? And they'll be like, yeah, but I'm waiting on such and such barber, right? I didn't get mad because they didn't choose me. I said, hey, that's cool. All right, cool. Hey, you want to watch the TV? You know what I'm saying? I could turn on the TV for you while you're waiting for the customer. They're like, yeah, that's cool. That's what's up. And I'd be like, hey, man, you seen the game yesterday, man? That was crazy. I strike up conversations with the customer. And what that does is even though they're waiting for the other barber, they just feel like at home in the barbershop. I'm not going to treat the customer bad. I'm not going to have a salty attitude because they didn't want to go in my barber chair. You know what I mean? I make them feel at home. And then when the barber comes in, they get their haircut, I'm still having conversations with the customer. You know what I mean? And the barber is like, you know the person? I'm like, I don't know the person, but they're a customer. They came into the barbershop, so it helps all of us, you know? And for all you know, there are times when customers come in the barbershop and, you know, their barber may not be there and they may ask you to cut their hair. Now, in the barbershop that I worked in back in the days, we had sort of like an understanding as a rule not to cut other customers. We kind of talked about that as barbers behind the scenes, because we didn't want to take food off of nobody's plate. But there have been times where customers would insist that we cut their hair. And I'm like, I didn't want to have no issues with the other barber, but the customer was like, look, I'm late. They're not here. I need for you to cut my hair. And I'm like, all right. And when I would cut their hair, I did a better job. And when I did a better job, the customer stayed coming back to me. And then the barber gets salty. He's looking at me funny. I'm like, dog, I didn't even want to cut their hair, man. They just came in my chair. It is what it is. And it'd be this issue. And it's just something that I don't like, but it happens in life. You know what I mean? So it's all about making sure you take care of the customers, man. And right now, DoDash is doing a horrible job as a content creator. She really fumbled the bag. She should have been honest with the people. And now it's like it's at an all-time low. You know, just yesterday, I did a video, a live stream telling you guys that DoDash crashed out. I was the first one to talk about 2 videos that she uploaded where she literally crashed out, guys, talking crazy. And, you know, she ended up deleting the 2 videos, guys. She ended up deleting the 2 videos, man. Shout out to V-Dub, man, in the building. Appreciate you stopping by. You know what I'm saying? Brainwaves Advice Topic LLC. Appreciate y'all stopping by. You know, she deleted the 2 videos, man. She deleted the video with the gambling. She just keeps deleting all her videos because she know she's wrong, you know, and that hurts her platform. I mean, to upload a video and then delete it, that's hurting her platform badly, man. And she's just losing all her subscribers because why? She's in panic mode right now because she's continually spamming, scamming, manipulating, and she's not being accountable. She needed to take a full hiatus from YouTube at this point. Readjust, recalibrate her platform, reset her platform, start over, and just come back as a different person. Because at this point, her brand has been sabotaged by her own actions, not by the actions of people that talk about her, but her own actions. You know, she's ruining her own self. Like I was never a fan of DoDash. Never. You know what I mean? From when she kind of rose to some sort of fame, that is when I made videos uncovering the lies. And when I did that, people were upset with me. People called me a hater. They said I'm jealous. I'm just mad. They said that I'm bashing women. All sorts of stuff. They called me a bully. Everything negative they called me. Right? And now you got all these content creators that used to rock with DoDash. They were subscribed to DoDash. They were her biggest fans. Now they're all making videos about her. When I was making mine, they condemned me. And this is why a lot of these YouTubers are haters of mine. You know what I'm saying? The other day, you had another YouTuber that stole from me and Brainwaves. Brainwaves gave me some exclusive information that nobody had at the time. Nobody had the URL. Nobody had the video title. Nobody had the thumbnail. Brainwaves was able to give me the information while I was live. Now, he could have said, you know what, forget you. I'm going to go do this video and I'm going to go do that. No, he gave me the exclusive info while I was streaming live. And when I started to uncover that DoDash was lying about deleting her video, right? And keep in mind, Brainwaves already did a video. He already did a video reacting to her video about putting your Cash App, some video about putting your Cash App in the comments and all this other stuff. He did a video. He did a video before everybody. I didn't even see the video. I didn't even see the video because I was outside in the yard working. But Brainwaves is on the job early, you know what I mean, before everybody. So when he gave me the info, I did the content, and then I warned all the content creators. I was like, look, guys, I understand y'all all want to make y'all videos. YouTube is big enough for all of us. But listen, guys, always credit the sources when you get information. Don't just do your videos and act like you just did your video. Credit people who did the videos before you. You know what I mean? So Once I made that point, you had another YouTuber that we're not going to mention here. Y'all know who he is. He stole the content and literally act like he did it himself, like he got inside info from someone else. And I'm like, dog, you can't be doing that type of stuff, fam. And, you know, people got upset with me because I made a video airing it out. I even gave you a side-by-side video proving that my video was out before this dude. You know what I mean? I have no reason to be lying or jealous or competing with some damn YouTuber that just came on the scene when I've been here since 2006. I have a way larger platform than this cat. You know what I mean? I've been covering the story of DoorDash before everybody. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, why would people get upset? They're getting upset because they want that particular YouTuber to shine. They don't want me to be credited for my work. They don't want Brainwaves to be credited for providing the receipts. And to me, that's wrong. You know what I mean? That's why I called out that YouTuber straight up. You know, in YouTube, you have to have people that you respect, people that you acknowledge, even if y'all not buddies and y'all not friends. Relationships is very important on social media and in the business world because we're all in the same line of work. So if everybody's talking about DoorDash and we're trying to bring this news to the people, it can't be that you as a content creator are just so selfish that you refuse to acknowledge other people and you ignore the facts. You got to respect other creators. And I'm the type of person that always respect other creators, whether you're small, it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? So when I see people stealing and don't acknowledge my work, Brainwaves' work, that's offensive. And I got to call you out on that. And if you're a content creator and you cannot acknowledge that you did bad, then I cannot respect you, fam. You know what I mean? I can't respect that. That's not cool, you know? And this is why when I tell you guys, when it comes to the DoorDash saga, you know what I'm saying? Platforms like mine, platforms like Brainwaves Advice Topic LLC, you know, those are platforms you can pretty much trust because, you know, when we report on the news, if we use somebody's content, we credit the source. We don't just steal people's material and act like, oh, I did it. I don't do that stuff, guys. I don't have nothing to gain by stealing somebody's work. I acknowledge them and let you know, hey, guys, I saw this information on such and such platform. You know what I mean? It is what it is. For example, I mentioned Chatty Patty's platform because why? He mentions my name. He's not hating. He's not acting like I don't exist because I know he watches my videos. And from time to time, I may catch a video from him that he's talking about DoorDash. But he got some clips where he got receipts that nobody got on YouTube. You know what I mean? So what am I going to do? Cut the clips from his videos, edit out his voice, edit out his name, and act like I did it? No, I got to credit the source because that's what helps his platform. Remember, YouTube is a business. Customer service is important. You understand? So you can't be a hater in these spaces. And there's a lot of people that hate me because I do my videos with excellence. You know, to all you folks that hate me and, you know what I mean, you mad because I exposed your guy that stole content from me and Brainwaves. You got issues, fam. Like, you got serious issues. You know, you can make all the videos you want to make about me. I don't care about none of that stuff. The truth is, the dude that you defending is not original and he stole content. And as a viewer, you got to call that out as well. You got to tell the viewer, the content creator, like, yo, I may not rock with Ringo the way I rock with you, but dog, after looking at his videos, after listening, you did steal that man's work because Brainwaves gave him the info on live. And this was way before your video was uploaded. Like damn near 15, 20 minutes into Ringo's live, he was already on the case about the receipts. So how is it that you are being defended by all these people when you know you got the info from my live? That's the thing that irritates me about YouTube, is that a lot of these up and coming content creators, because dude has another platform where he talks about sports. You know what I mean? He talks about sports on another platform. I'm not interested in none of that content. So on his smaller platform, he talks about DoorDash. Like all his videos is about DoorDash, DoorDash, DoorDash. And the thing is, even if it's a smaller platform, if you know you have a larger platform than the smaller one, you got to be a man of integrity. And when you can't show that, you lose credibility on YouTube and it makes you look bad. And remember, when he do his videos about DoorDash, it's all about entertainment. If you listen to him very carefully, he's not doing his videos because he's trying to educate you, that he's trying to warn you. He's entertaining you, you know? So for him, it's all a joke. Now, I'm very entertaining, you know, but I also am educational when it comes to my content. And I warn people and I give you the truth. No clickbait and no lies, no manipulation, none of that type of stuff. You know, I don't do that. You know, so to see people ignore facts and ignore the truth, it's just goes to show that a lot of people are not really interested in the truth when it comes from certain people. Like they'll watch DoorDash videos from other creators and it's all good. But when Ringo does a video about DoorDash, it's like I don't want to watch him. I don't like his attitude. He's this and that. You're just a hater. Because at the end of the day, if you're really into the content regarding DoorDash, it doesn't matter who's talking about it. So you have your favorites. It is what it is. But don't hate me because I speak the truth. Don't hate me because my content is number one. Nobody on YouTube, nobody been covering the story of DoorDash more than me. And when people refuse to acknowledge that, I got a problem with that. You know what I mean? Because you're not going to destiny swap with me. And that's what destiny swap is all about. Destiny swapping is when a person tries to take your energy, take your calling, take your life and the work that you do, and now claim it as their own, as if though they been doing this work and they have convinced people that they been doing it before you. That's what it means to destiny swap. And I'm not going to have no YouTuber try to destiny swap with me. You know what I mean? Shout out to Cedrin for the $10 support. Appreciate you sponsoring the show. You know what I mean? He says, you never let your subscribers down. You never let your subscribers down. That's why I've been rocking with you for almost 4 years. Keep up the great work. Appreciate the support, fam. Appreciate the support. Floridine Rollo, appreciate the $10 support. Floridine Rollo. And make sure you guys subscribe to Brainwaves Advice Topics LLC and also Floridine Rollo. Make sure you support those brothers as well. Rollo says, you've been here since 2006. What are your best top 5 scammers you expose in these YouTube streets? And what's your best 5 videos you did off of all time for viewers who's watching you a few months perspective? Well, when it comes to content creators that I have exposed, oh man, damn, that's a crazy question, man, for me to answer that quickly, man, with the top 5 scammers on YouTube that I expose. Okay, the way I can answer this question is there was a woman back in the day. She went by the username Hair, Nails, and Beauty Tips. Right, back in the day, she switched up her username. This woman scammed everybody on YouTube for about, I think, $5,000 to $7,000. This was in the beginning days of YouTube's, guys. I'm talking about like probably 2007, 2008, somewhere around there. It was a major scam where she claimed that her son was in prison and, you know, he got locked up unjustly and she was trying to raise money for him. And I even made a song called Help Me with My Son. This song is crazy, man. Let me see if I can pull that song up, bro. Like, this is crazy, bro. Let me see. Yo, this is fun. I'm glad you brought this up, fam. Because this will be entertaining right now. Let me see if I could go pull it up. If I could find it, I will play the video that I actually made. Let me see. Let me go check my channel. My top 5 people that I exposed. Man, this is crazy. Cause there's a lot of people that I exposed, man. But hair, nails, and beauty tips, man, her channel was the saga of hair, nails, beauty tips, man, was crazy because everybody was coming after me, trying to expose me because I exposed her. And she was scamming the people, man. She got paid, bruh. Like paid for lying and manipulating people. And I was like, this is crazy. Okay, I found the video, so let me download it. And what I'll do is I'll play the video here for you guys. Glad you brung that up, man. That was over 15 years ago, guys. 15 years ago, I did this video. I'm gonna play it for you guys in a second. Give me a minute. Let me download this. Yeah, let's download this video. Wait for that to download. Let me put this on the screen so you guys can see the receipts, so you know what's going on. This particular video is a classic song. I think you'll like it. It was pretty much to mock the person. It was sort of like parody, but I exposed her. I exposed so many people, man. When it comes to like the false prophets, TD Jakes, my goodness, I exposed the crap out of them people, man. You also got the situation with the so-called brick lady. I mean, I exposed so many people on YouTube, man. I can't even put together a top 5, but one of the major ones would be Creflo Dollar. I exposed him badly back in the days. And hair, nails, beauty tips. Let me put this on the screen. Let's see. Give me a minute, guys. Let me get this up here. I don't even know if it downloaded, but let's see. Okay, it downloaded. So let me put this image on the screen first, guys. And make sure you hit the like button. Hope everybody's having a blessed day. Right? And shout out to all the mods in the building. So this particular video here, I did 15 years ago. This is basically a song that I put together. But this particular woman, I exposed her badly back in the days for scamming the people, bro. And she was basically trying to pay for her house. That's what she was trying to do. Like, she was behind on them bills because based on the video, she did, it was just crazy, bro. And you had other people trying to defend her, and I exposed them too. Let me get that video too. I'm gonna play a couple of videos, bro. I'm gonna play a couple of videos, man. This is gonna be funny, man. This is gonna be funny, man. You had another lady I exposed named Giggles. I exposed her back in the day 15 years ago because she was defending hair, nails, beauty tips. She was mad as hell with me, and I exposed her too. And you had this other lady, bro, that was teaming up with hair, nails, beauty tips. She cussed me out in one video, bro, badly. So let me get these videos for you, man. So I got 2 videos to play for you guys. This should be fun, entertaining for the viewers. So let me set up the first video for you, because that particular channel, man, where that video is on, I can't even log into the channel, guys. I done forgot the login information for my own channel, bro. Maybe one of these days I'll find it again and log in and kind of get the channel back and running. But yeah, I done forgot the information. But let me get this on the screen, guys. So we're gonna listen to this video from Hair, Nails, Video Tips. This is a music video that I've done. I did a remix with her voice with a track that I produced, right? So let me put this on the screen, right? We're gonna check this video out and break this down. This is my original work, guys, my original work. So let me turn off this music here, and we're gonna get down to this particular video, guys. This is 15 years ago, guys. 15 years ago. Let's get it.
La zona blanca.
This afternoon. Fabulous.
Robbery in progress. The suspect should be considered armed and dangerous.
Help me with my son. I have no more funds to pay. Help me with my son. I have no more funds to pay. Hi everybody. I want to share something with you, and hopefully I can get it all in 10 minutes. My situation that I'm going through, I'm just going to come out here and say it. It's about my son. My son has been, a lot of people don't make their own opinion. Only I know what the situation is, and he knows in the Heavenly Father. I don't even know where to start with this. Tuesday I have to come up with enough money to finish paying the lawyer. My son was incarcerated. Help me with my son. I have no more funds to pay. Help me with my son.
Come on now, dog.
I have no more funds to pay. Help me with my son. I have no more funds to pay. Help me with my son. I have no more funds to pay. Sitting now in jail. He wasn't given a fair bond hearing. I had set up a PayPal account and asking for donations. And I'm just saying, I'm just asking. I have to come up by Tuesday because that's when he goes for bond hearing. But something in my gut feeling is telling me something about the public defender that's representing him is not right. And now he's on the inside, and I need to help. And I'm asking you guys if you could please help me. I'm asking, I'm begging for you guys to help me. Help me with my son. Help me with my son. I have no more funds to pay.
Help me with my son. I have no more funds to pay. Help me with my son. I have no more funds to pay. Help me with my son. I have no more funds to pay.
And I know this. I just want this burden lifted up. And I know God is in control, but I'm just praying. I'm asking you guys to help me.
Help me.
I figured, I said, well, if I ask them for $5, if I just ask for $5, if I ask for just $7 or $5 for each and every one of my subscribers, it will be enough to pay them. And he can take the case again.
Take the case again.
Great possibility. And my favorite. I've been praying on it, and this is the only thing that I believe in my heart that the Heavenly Father has asked me to do. Help me with my son.
Hey.
I have no more funds to pay.
Help me with my son. Hey.
I have no more funds to pay.
Help me with my son. Hey.
I have no more funds to pay.
Help me with my son. I have no more funds to pay. Help me with my son. Hey.
I have no more funds to pay.
Help me with my son. Hey.
I have no more funds to pay. Help me
with my son.
I
Hey.
have no more funds to pay. Help me with my son.
I have no more funds to pay. Yeah. Man. Listen. And you notice it said copyright 2010. See, back then, we were exposing everybody, man. Like, it was crazy back then, bro. People were getting exposed left and right. She was like, yo, if I could get $5 from all my subscribers. You know what I mean? But it is what it is, man. She was mad at me, bro, but that scam was crazy, bro. And you know, she never gave an update about her son. Never. She never gave us an update. So let me put the other one, fam. Let me get the other video set up. Okay, this one was about some woman named Giggles. I exposed her too. She got mad at me and cussed me out. But let's get this video going, guys. Okay, this is okay. Let me set this up. Get the volume right. Yeah, man. Let's see what we got. So this is around the same time that I did that video. So let's check this video out. This is another dope one. Let's go. Let's get it.
Read the Bible now, Bible now, Bible now.
Hold on.
To read the Bible now, Bible now, Bible now. I do read the Bible now, I do believe in God. I do read the Bible now, I do believe in God. I do read the Bible now, I do believe in God. I do read the Bible now, I do believe in God. I do Bible studies and everything. I do read the Bible now, I do believe in God. I do read the Bible now, I do believe in God. I do read the Bible now, I do believe in God. I do Bible studies and everything. I went to the club. I met this guy, he seemed cool, and I figured that I'll take his number. We got to the conversation of religion, and shit just hit the fan from there, I guess he's looking for someone that's a religious person, someone that goes to church and stuff. And you guys know I don't go to church, all of this religion shit. I hate to curse and stuff. I just think that it's bullshit. You know, the people are bullshit, not God, but the people are just straight up hypocrites. So I decided to not be affiliated with, you know, those type of people. So I have my own personal relationship with God, you know, personal relationship with God, you know. I do read the Bible and I do believe in God. I do read the Bible and I do believe in God. I do read the Bible and I do believe in God. I do Bible studies and everything. I do read the Bible and I do believe in God. I do read the Bible and I do believe in God. I do read the Bible and I do believe in God. I do Bible studies and everything. I'm not an atheist or anything, but I don't do religion at all. So, you know, he got mad, and I just feel like, you know, it was his personal preference. So I wasn't really pissed off about it, but I really liked this guy because he was fine and everything, but fine and fine and fine and everything, but 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 fine and everything. But, you know, it didn't go anywhere. The purpose of me doing this video and talking about religion is because everyone that seems to be following this dude named Ringo for life, and I'm gonna be realistic with you motherfuckers real quick, because this is way beyond Miss Rose's whole situation, because I know that when I put my video up about it, that I was gonna get comments back, but I didn't know that you guys was gonna go through all of my comments. I do read the Bible and I do believe in God. I do read the Bible and I do believe in God. I do read the Bible and I do believe in God. I do Bible studies and everything. I do read the Bible and I do believe in God. I do read the Bible and I do believe in God. I do read the Bible and I do believe in God. I do Bible studies and everything. Let's just say that Miss Rosa is a scammer. She didn't scam me. And if she is a scammer, she didn't scam me, so I'm fine with it. And I don't know who the hell you are, Real Deal Melody 2, but I appreciate if you try to run your YouTube and stop trying to run mine. I do have a life. Just because you see me behind this box doesn't mean I don't have a life and I'm commercial. I'm real, sweetie. I'm not lifeless at all. I do this as a hobby. I love the people here on YouTube and I love the people I encounter here on YouTube. I don't come to your shit shoveling job and tell you how to shove shit, so I appreciate if you stop trying to run my YouTube with your shit shoveling ass. I do read the Bible and I do believe in God. I do read the Bible and I do believe in God. I do read the Bible and I do believe in God. I do Bible studies and everything. I do read the Bible and I do believe in God. I do do read the Bible and I do believe in God. I do read the Bible and I do believe in God. I do Bible studies and everything. I do read the Bible and I do believe in God. I do read the Bible and I do believe in God. I do read the Bible and I do believe in God. I do Bible studies and everything. I do read the Bible and I do believe in God. I do read the Bible and I do believe in God. I do read the Bible and I do believe in God. I do Bible studies and everything.
Yeah, that's what it is, fam. Yeah. I think I should bring back these remix videos, bro. I used to edit those videos crazy back in the day. All music, all production, all Ringo TV reactions, fam. All done by me. But yeah, Rosa was a definite one that I exposed back in the day, bro. She had a lot of women defending her. They were mad with me, bro. A lot of them. She clicked up with a lot of different women. They were all coming at me making videos. I exposed every last one of them. They were pissed, bro. That was all back in the day, bro, when YouTube was crazy, bro. YouTube was wild back then. But yeah, man. There's so many people that I exposed, man. But many scammers, man. There's so many scammers on YouTube that come and go. They always want you to pay their rent. They always want you to buy them cars. We had people that literally come on YouTube begging, talking about their car broke down. They need you guys to pay for their car. And could you buy them a new car? We seen YouTubers literally got brand new cars from their subscribers, man. Like, people are that dumb. Like, for real, man. Like, it's crazy, man. But yeah, DoDash fall under the list of YouTubers that are pretty much on the chopping block. And right now, her channel is at risk of termination because of spam, scam, and deceptive practices. So, you know, it is what it is, man. These videos are literally a public service announcement, a warning to not only DoDash to get her act together before it's too late, but also for the viewers so that you know the guidelines and the rules of what's permitted and what's not. You know, and one thing YouTube don't like, guys, is when these content creators clickbait people like DoDash. If you're now joining in and you don't know what's going on, because we've been on now for about 1 hour and 7 minutes. So I appreciate everybody's time for even staying on the live. You know what I mean? But DoDash recently published a video titled "Not Paying Rent on Time This Month." Again, shaking my head. That title violates YouTube's guidelines 100%. Like 100%. If YouTube find this video, her channel is gone. Just like that. She's done. You know what I mean? She is done because they don't like that stuff, especially when it deals with news, like news and politics. They definitely don't like it because it's just very misleading, very, very misleading to the viewers, because you may end up getting a ton of views, but it was out of deceptive practices. You know what I mean? It's all deceptive practices. So it is what it is. I got to get some work done. I was supposed to do other things for the day and I kind of lost track, but it is what it is, man. I'll have more content for you guys later. It is what it is. So yeah, man. Hope you enjoyed the stream. We'll be back later on with more content and keep you posted on what's going on in the world. There's a lot of stories I got to cover, guys. I'm way behind on a lot of topics, bro. A lot of people been sending me stuff and I just been ultra busy with this yard, man. I can't wait to get back on track. It is what it is, man. Let me see what we got. Let me see what we got, man. Let me see. Okay. Shout out to Integrity, Loyalty, Love for the $30 support. Appreciate you sponsoring the show. Says the internet is the soil. The trunk is YouTube. Branches are the channels. Imagine a tiny branch saying it got that leaves on its own. That's how them folks be. Ringo, your branch supports many other small branches. We see it. appreciate that. And you know, I wish that more content creators actually understood what you said, because in their mind, they don't understand any of these principles. Like a lot of these content creators, literally, some of them actually surpassed me in views, money, everything. And I don't have a problem with that. I just don't like when people don't acknowledge that they learn anything. It's like, it's just sad. Like in today's time that people can be inspired by you, watched your growth, watched your how you do things, and literally formed their platform off of watching you, and then grew to a certain level and just act like they never knew you. That's crazy. You know what I mean? I mean, all the money they making, and I'm talking about those that make money. Then there's those that don't make no money, but they're starting to make a few dollars. You know, you got to learn how to understand these things, man. You know, get out of your pride and acknowledge other people. Just like as a music producer, right? As a music producer coming up as a teenager, you know what I mean? There was a lot of producers that, you know, was my inspiration, you know? And we're not just talking about hip hop, even though there's hip hop producers that I looked up to, but we're talking about musicians like Yanni. You know, I don't know if any of you know him. He's a musician, composer, very talented. You know, I grew up listening to his music, you know, the Bee Gees, you know, Prince, Michael Jackson. You know, these are, you know, artists that I looked up to. You know, I played their tapes all the time, understanding music theory, understanding instrumentation, understanding melody. There's so many different artists from back in the days, from the 80s and 70s, that, you know, the old vinyl records that you put them on and you have that nice analog sound. And I would, you know, love these particular artists. Yeah, Kenny G with that clarinet. You know what I mean? That sound, beautiful instrument, beautiful sounds. You know, those artists, you know, it doesn't matter if they white or black. It's like they were ultra talented. And I would listen to them all the time. You know what I mean? Over and over and over. In hip hop, you got Dr. Dre, you know, you have whatchamacallit, RZA, you know what I mean? You know, people are like, RZA is literally underrated, man. Like, he's one of the best producers, man, from back in the days. And, you know, even though the music is gruddy and grunge like, but it was just dope because he took the concept of sampling to another level with all the Kung Fu movies and he made some dope beats, man. And to me, Wu-Tang Clan will go down in history as the best rap group ever. You know what I mean? I don't care what nobody say. There's a lot of honorable mentions, but in my opinion, Wu-Tang Clan is the best rap group ever in the history of hip hop. It was just the dopest. They were the most hood. It just said everything about the hood, the ghetto, the projects. It was just the dopest rap group. You know what I mean? Especially back then. You know, everybody was proud to listen to the Wu-Tang Clan, and anytime they dropped anything, it was just dope because it was like, yo, they got another artist, we got more RZA beats, and you know, it was just nice. It wasn't that digital sound. It was just all analog samples, just gruddy, crazy tracks, and I loved it. You know, it was just creativity. And there's a lot more producers that I can name and mention, but a lot of West Coast producers I pretty much was into too. You know what I mean? A lot of West Coast beats was always dope. A lot of West Coast producers always make dope tracks. I love their bass lines. You know, a lot of the sounds were just dope. And it created in me the ability to just do my own music. You know what I mean? And my own style. And it's just something that I appreciate. And I could acknowledge that. A lot of people cannot acknowledge nothing, man. It's like they just hate. It's like they'll learn from somebody and then don't acknowledge them. That's sick. You got to always pay homage to people that, you know, paved the way for you and did a lot of stuff, man. And you know, open up doors and inspired you. You know, many of you probably never heard of Yanni. But if those of you that know about musicians, I listen to every music. I listen to all genres of music. I listen to Haitian music. I listen to Arabic music. I like the sounds. I listen to Indian music, orchestral music, movie soundtracks. I literally buy everything. I listen to every sound. I love music. You know what I mean? I like all genres of music. because I'm a musician. And as a musician, you have to understand different cultures, instruments, sounds. You know, it's just something you're supposed to do to educate yourself. You can't just be like, well, I'm a hip hop producer. That's all I do. I do rap music. Nah, I don't consider you a musician. You know what I mean? I respect musicians, people that play instruments, you know? Shout out to everybody that play the guitar. You know, the guitar is a beautiful instrument, whether it's an acoustic guitar, electric guitar, bass guitar. I love guitar sounds. Guitar sounds it's just a beautiful sound. And all these instruments these instruments are from God, man. These instruments are from heaven, you know? The Duke, you know, the all these Chinese flutes, the woodwind instruments. There's so many different, there's Armenian instruments that are just beautiful sounds. You know what I mean? Beautiful, beautiful sounds that when you hear these instruments, man, they'll bring tears to your eyes when you hear the sounds. It moves people. So music is something that is in me, you know? I've been playing music since I was 5 years old, man. When my uncle gave me a portable, like, it was like a church organ with a fan. You plug it in and it has like a fan in it. And that was my first time pressing the keys, and I heard an organ sound and I was hooked. And he was like, you want this? You want to take it with you home? I was like, yeah. You know, I was 5 years old, man. Took that home. All I did is make noise, driving my mom crazy. And that was it, man. That was the birth of music in me, man. I just couldn't live without the piano. And after that, man, just every birthday, anytime, I just want a piano for Christmas, you know, whatever, holiday, birthday, all of that mess. And it was just something that I was into as a kid, you know. Ringo, but you know, celebrating Christmas is of the devil. Bro, I'm talking about when I was a kid, bro. Like what the heck is wrong with people? Some people just ultra judgmental, man, when they just don't know context. But yeah, man, you gotta appreciate those people that you learn from. Sometimes you might be at your job, your 9 to 5. You had some OGs that was working there and they took you under their wing, showed you the rope, showed you how to drive trucks, showed you what the secrets are and how to maneuver and how to do this, kept you out of trouble. And those are the people that paved the way. You have to always acknowledge those people, man. You know, like I remember when I got my job at the agency I was working at, you know, I was hooked up with some of the best workers, man. You know, I remember they took me under their wing, showed me the ropes, hands-on training. I mean, I had all the book knowledge. I had all the book knowledge in the world. I was the smartest guy in the class. Like literally, I'm not bragging. This is the truth. I was one of the smartest guys to graduate in the class. But I needed the hands-on training. And it's a difference between book knowledge and hands-on training. When you're in the field and you're under pressure, that's when all that knowledge that you got, you have to now apply. And I was put with some of the best workers in the game during that time. And I was a student. When I was around them, I wasn't BSing, and they appreciated that about me. Because one thing a teacher don't like is a student that is lazy and sitting on his behind. And when these workers when I was assigned to roll with these particular workers, I was the one carrying their bags. I was the one walking around. I was asking all the questions. I would ask them, hey, could you show me this? Could you show me that? I wanted to learn. And I knew I had to pick their brain in order to learn, not sit down on my ASS on my phone all day. I had to ask the questions. And when I was persistent, it motivated these OGs. And they was like, you really want to learn, right? You really want to learn. I was like, yeah, man, I didn't come here to play. I came here to work. It's like, all right, let's go out in the field. Grab the tool bags, get this, get that, load up the truck. We're going to head on out to the field. And we went out to the field, man. They put me to do some major work. I was like, hey, dog, hey, thanks for the experiences, man. Damn, bro. And I would come home telling my wife, I'm like, yo, man, I was in the boiler plant. The whole boiler blew up, man. We had to repair the boiler. It was crazy, man. Yo, steam was flying everywhere. The gas valve was on, man. The place almost blew up. Man, but we was able to get it under control. Yo, it was wow. And I gained the experience. So that's what life is all about. Gaining experience, learning from others who have the knowledge you need. That's what it's all about, guys. So don't be a hater. Be a person who appreciate those that taught you the game. You know what I mean? Always remember those people. And that's something that I've always done, guys. And so when it comes to YouTube, I've been here since 2006. I've been here since the beginning. YouTube started in 2005. I came in 2006. A sister recommended YouTube to me. A sister named Kina Butter. I still remember her name. She recommended YouTube and never been the same ever since. I came over, I registered because I was always on public forums talking all day, typing away book messages all day, exposing preachers and quoting scriptures all day, frequenting all of the Christian forums. And she was like, hey, there's this site called YouTube. I think you'll be perfect for that, man. And I was like, YouTube? What the heck is a YouTube? She was like, it's a site you could post videos. And back then, you know, the quality was poor. You know, the image quality was only, you know, I think 360p. It was very poor quality, but it was fun. You know, it was just fun to upload videos and talk to people from across the world. You never was able to do that back in the day, you know, and it was just so much fun. And when I got on YouTube, man, it just changed my life, man. I began to realize I could actually communicate with people, my ideas, and talk about stories. And I did that from 2006 till now, man. That's a long time, guys. A long time. And it's a lot of people that till this day, man, they hate me. And they're jealous, bro. Like, they're mad because of the longevity. They're mad because I'm pretty good at what I do. Like, if I want to sit around all day and edit master videos, I'm talking about motion picture movies. Guys, I could do all of that. You know what I mean? And y'all gonna see some stuff pretty soon. Like I said, I got some things that I'm working on. Y'all gonna see a lot of stuff. There's a lot of things that I have planned behind the scene that we're gonna be getting into, and it's gonna blow everybody's mind. Y'all gonna be like, oh snap, you took this to a whole nother level. Yeah, and nobody's gonna be able to copy it. That's the thing that's crazy about it. Because I'm a pioneer. And when I go to the next level, nobody ain't gonna be able to copy it. In order for you to copy it, fam, you're gonna have a lot of work to do. You're gonna need a lot of talent. You're gonna need thousands upon thousands of dollars worth of equipment. You're gonna have a lot of work to do. You know what I mean? So good luck with that. But you can't duplicate what God blessed. You know, it's just not gonna work. You gotta find your own way. But yeah. So I'm gonna get up on out of here, man. I appreciate everybody stopping by, listening to the show. Again, shout out to all the mods in the building. I know they have to be at work. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Shout out to all the members, all the viewers, you know what I mean, that probably, you know, got your earpiece on while you at the job, you know, sneaking around. Don't let your supervisor see you now. What you doing in that corner over there? That's awful. I'm working. You ain't working. You on that damn YouTube. You know what I mean? Sometimes it be like that, man. You know, you got to catch those videos even while you're on the job. Just don't get caught, though. Don't blame me, yo, Ringo, man. Yo, you got me in trouble, dog. You got me in trouble, man. Nah, I ain't got nobody in trouble, man. It is what it is, man. But yeah, I'm gonna get up on out of here, do what I gotta do. Man, it's a lot of stuff, man. A lot of stuff I gotta do, bro. A lot of stuff, man. It's crazy, bro. You really, listen, if you're the type of person that got a lot of stuff that you gotta do, man, you gotta just find one of the things that you gotta do and start with that, and then kind of work your way through everything one by one, because it'll overwhelm you. When you're very occupied with a lot of responsibilities, it can overwhelm you into the point where you forget certain things you're supposed to do. And then you end up fall behind on something. You don't want that to happen. So just be patient, take your time, relax. Sometimes you got to write out the things that you got to do, write it down on a pad in chronological order so that you don't forget, and you kind of just cross it out once you complete it. That's another way to stay on point. But yeah. You said I'm literally at work sneaking on my phone. You know? Yeah, man. So, hey, somebody said earlier, do you shout out the bus drivers and stuff? Like, I shout out everybody, man. You know, salute to everybody, all the bus drivers. You know, I shout out the school bus drivers. You know what I mean? Everybody, you know what I mean? Anybody that's on a 9 to 5 doing what they got to do. Getting an honest day's work, doing your daily due. You know, I shout everybody out, man. You know, the subway drivers, you know, especially when I was in New York, you know, the MTA, everybody out there doing what you got to do, you know, just stay safe because, you know, New York is crazy, man. New York is wild, bro. It's like GTA every day in New York. So it is what it is, man. So I'm going to get up on out of here, guys. Appreciate everybody stopping by. Make sure you hit that like button because you know how YouTube is. They always hating on your boy. We're going to get this content going. I got a lot of videos that I got to do. I got to catch back up on a lot of different topics, you know, because it's just a lot of topics that I got to jump back on and bring back into the algorithm. And, you know, got some preachers I got to expose. A lot of different news that recently came out. I didn't cover those stories yet. But, yeah, I hope y'all learn a lot through this video about YouTube, about the guidelines, about people that try to destiny swap. You know, destiny swapping is a very evil thing. You have to understand it because people really want to be you. There's some people that want to be you and they try to take your spot and mimic you and literally replace you. That's what it means to destiny swap. Some people use the term destiny swap and don't even know what it means because they listen to my video and they just go with the flow and they don't even know what destiny swapping mean. You know, they're trying to take your destiny. They're trying to take your calling. You know, that's like, let's say, for example, if I'm exposing false prophets, I'm exposing preachers, and somebody see me doing that, and they see me doing that all the time. They figure, hey, let me go and do the same thing. And then what they try to do is they try to compete with you in order to take your viewers, in order to take your spot. And before you know it, they start acting like they're the authority on exposing false prophets and false teachers. And they're literally mimicking everything you do to the point where the viewers now look at you as if though you're copying them. That's what it means, destiny swap. And people do that all the time, you know, all the time. And it's really, really sad. So, hey, I'm gonna get up on out of here, man. Peace and blessings to the mods in the chat. Y'all take care. It is what it is. Appreciate y'all stopping by. Catch you all in the next video. I'm gonna get up on out of here. Y'all take care. Peace and blessings to the mods in the chat. Salute to everybody on the 9 to 5 grind. Drive safe. Keep God first. I'm out. Peace.
If you like our content, consider supporting via Cash App at $Ringo TV Raw. Become a patron on patreon.com for exclusive video content not shown on YouTube. You could also support through PayPal at paypal.me/Ringo TV Raw. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the bell to be notified of new content. Follow me on Instagram at Ringo TV Raw.
This is Ringo TV Reactions, the only channel on YouTube bringing you the truth 100% raw and uncut. I'm out. Peace.